Hey YouTube, it's Decky here. So this is going to be a little project I'm doing. This is my shotgun project. Basically I've got a Remington 500, which is an older type shotgun, this type. It's a pump action with adjustable choke, and basically what I want to do is return this to a better state. Originally when these were produced they had either a 5 or a 7 shot magazine. This one has been plugged so that it only takes 2 shells. I'm gonna return it to its former glory. Also I'm going to paint the woodwork, probably black, and I might add a couple of little bits, little torch or something maybe. But the big job is taking the plug out of this magazine, because the newer shotguns have a simple plastic or wooden dowel which can be either pushed out one end or dropped out the other. This one unfortunately has had a metal pipe inserted inside very tightly and been spot welded. So that's where the spot weld was. You can see the pipe on the inside. Now I drilled out the spot welds and I was able to tamp the pipe down a certain amount. Oops. But it stuck, won't come any further. Now each end of the pipe is capped, so basically I'm trying to get it out. I had to break the 2 caps off, and that means I cannot apply any more pressure on either end to get it one way or the other, so I'm going to have to try and remove it some other way. And initially I'm going to try drilling a part of it just to the clearance of the outside of the magazine tube, or the inside I should say, and then try to get a grip on it, possibly with an auger, which you can see against the window there behind it, and try to pull it out with that. Apart from that, the shotgun works perfectly. It didn't cost me the world, so that's why I actually purchased it, with the intention of trying to do a bit on it myself. The adjustable choke there on the end is nice. Let's see. I also had to get a new magazine spring, because when they plugged the original one with a sealed end pipe, it meant that the original length magazine spring wouldn't fit, so they cut the old spring in 2, which means that if I remove the plug from the magazine, it won't force the cartridges out. But I've got my hands on a new spring, so it's no biggie. So that's it for this part. Next of all, I'm going to try and start removing the plug from the magazine. So I got the magazine all snugly wrapped up in the vise there, some cloth around it, protected from the jaws, and as you can see I have 22mm. This is called a blacksmith's bit, and what that means is obviously it's a 22mm diameter, but it's reduced to a taper, a 13mm taper to fit in the 13mm chuck. Basically it allows you to put bigger drill bits inside a standard chuck, and I need to remove the tube which snugly fits inside the inside diameter of the magazine. See, you can see it there. There you go. You can see that. I need to remove that somehow so that cartridges and the spring can slide up and down. I'm going to try and do that now. Okay, so once I drilled out as much as I could with the 22mm blacksmith bit, I actually went to what's called a nail eater auger, which allowed me to reach right up inside the magazine tube. It's a 22mm auger. It's basically designed for drilling holes in wood, but it's hardened enough and has a special tip on it there that will actually chew through any nails that it encounters on the way from timber framing or anything like that. So that allowed me to just get enough headway inside the tube here to a point where there was less friction. So now I am able to insert a bar in this end, which is where the actual rifle, or sorry, the barrel screws in, and I should be able to tap it out. So I'm going to give that a go. And there you go. Look at that for a mess. What a horrible, horrible job. But it's out now. So I'm going to have to clean this up a little bit, obviously. But basically what it means now is the new spring, if I show you here, the old spring, 3/4 of the length of the magazine tube itself. The new spring will be probably twice the length of the magazine tube, come to here, if not more. What I do need to do is probably insert a dowel inside here and use some plastic metal or some sort of epoxy like that will seal that back up, because the edges inside here will lead to fouling with the spring and with the cartridges as they're being fed in and being injected, and you don't want that. So that will be the next part. Dickied out.